What up, everybody? Welcome into another episode of Profit Picks. If you are new, we do always start this show by being transparent. And yesterday I didn't do this show, but I did do the OG show, and I gave a winner on that show. The Lakers and Suns under 234 and a half was my only play for the day, and I'll take it. Oh no, it wasn't my only play for the day. It was my only play in the NBA. In college, I did not have a good day. I went backwards. I went 0-3-1. So college basketball is now 8-6-1 on the season, and NBA after that rough start, starting to turn it around a little bit. Got to keep it going, but won 8 of the last 9 bets. So we'll see if we can find some more winners here today and keep that going. Justin, he's in the chat. He says, "Oh shit, I'm first. It must not be a show today." Yeah, the chat probably didn't know we were gonna have a show because we didn't have one yesterday. So they'll see the notifications. What up, Just Brando? Says cashed a few last night thanks to the chat and the OG crew. We did some nice work. I think the best bets went 3 out of 4. So definitely was some nice work. What up, Joey? Peasy in the building. Siete Catorce. What's good, bro? Good to see you in the chat as well. Tomorrow, I like the query, but just can't trust the Lakers right now. Can't do it, bro. Can't do it. They need trades to happen right now. It doesn't look good. Doesn't look good for the Lakers. My guy Dia was good. Mark A in the building says, yeah, college basketball sucked. Connecticut and Houston, yeah. Houston first half was a push for me. Maybe people who betted later might have won. Hopefully nobody got the 2.5 early on or had a bad book because could have line shopped and got 2 at least. But yeah, didn't win on that Houston first half. And actually, I lost the first half over by half a point as well. So was not fun in college yesterday. Le Monsieur. I know I messed that up, but I tried. Appreciate you in here. Carry on. I know he's gonna drop them player props. He says he wins with Skee. And let's try to keep it going. And Dia says let's cash. So um Mitchie's point of view says new here, cashing from the last live. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. So let's get to it. We got a lot of games on the slate, and I have to tell you before we get started, my program that I normally use when I'm going through the games is not working today. So today is going to be a different show. Maybe might it's going to be different. Just know that. So when you see the show, if it's your first time seeing the show, come back and check it out again on Friday. But first up, we'll go Hawks and Cavaliers. This one opened up Cavs minus 12. They're now a 10-point favorite. The total opened 239 and it's moved up a point and a half to 240 and a half. For the Hawks, you have Trey Young, who's game time decision. Lundy is out. Zeller is out. For the Cavaliers, no Imani Bates, no Karis LeVert, Max Struess, Dean Wade, all out. The first thing, you do have the Cavaliers with a slight rest advantage. I believe they have 2 days to one. First thing for me is when I look at both of these teams, I know the Hawks are going to play with pace. I didn't even have to look at these numbers, even though I just pulled them up. Number 1 in pace the last 5 games, and they're not going to play a whole lot of defense. So that already makes me want to try to get there with an over. And the Cavaliers, their team who's been very potent on offense, able to score on pretty much everybody. So I agree with the total moving up 240 and a half. As far as the side is concerned, well, you know what? Last 5 games numbers do say Hawks have been playing a little bit better defense. And I would need Trey Young in. I mean, that's what it all boils down to me. If he's not in, I want nothing to do with this spread. But if he's in, I do think they're capable of competing and keeping it within double digits. I don't want to lay too many points in this spot when a lot of teams are like the day before Thanksgiving. I mean, these guys are human. They want to just go home and be with their family. I don't know. A lot of these teams might not be too interested in going out there and beating the opposition down. That's just my personal opinion about today. So lean Hawks, lean over, and let's see what the chat likes. Maybe you guys like this game more than me. Let's see. Yeah, Peasy got that cash with that minus 1.5. Love to hear that. Carry on likes Trey under 11.5 assists. Now this is interesting. I never really think to play Trey. Hey, my guy G5. Oh, he on that dot. I read it wrong. He on that dot. Was good, G5. Um, Joe, yeah, that was tough, bro. That was tough. Carry on also likes Jared Allen over 27.5 PRA. I don't have any reason to talk on or off. Maybe he's been killing it. I haven't paid close enough attention to his props. Julian says Cavaliers first quarter. Asking about it. Um, there got to be a reason for first quarter. I mean, with the rest advantage, you would want the game the longer it goes on. But looking here, Cavaliers have been one of those teams that I mean, look at the first half ATS 9-8-1, and on the full game 14-4 ATS. And the Hawks have been a little bit of the opposite. They play better for 24 minutes, 9-8-1 ATS, not able to hang for the full game, 6-12 ATS. So no, I don't think I want the Cavaliers early. Carry on also likes the over. Mark says, gotta be a Cavs spot without Trey. Yeah, no Trey, no way, no me. I'm not thinking about the Hawks if Trey's not in. Tomorrow says Hawks went out right in Boston without Trey. Teams do overlook opposing teams sometimes when the star players out. It can happen. It's just I prefer not to put my money there today. All right, we're gonna move to the next game, and this is Blazers and Pacers. This one I was pretty interested in. Am pretty interested in right now. Indiana open -11. They're 10.5 point favorite. Total went from 227.5 to 232.5. As far as injuries are concerned, long list here, and I just messed it up here. So Furphy's game time decision for the Pacers. No Nimhart, Neesmith, or Shepard for them. For the Blazers, you have Jeremy Grant, who is doubtful. You have Murray. I don't know why it won't pop up for me here. Murray should be questionable. Let me try to refresh this. Aiden, Scoot, and Murray are questionable, and I believe Grant is doubtful. No Klingon, no Robert Williams III, no Matisse Tybel. Yeah, there we go. So, other than that, you guys know how I feel about this Pacers team. They're a team who we can trust to do a couple things. They're going to do their best to play up tempo. They're not going to play a whole lot of defense, and so I'm always going to look at the over whenever I have them on the card. But when you look at this Blazers team, they might be missing a whole lot of firepower. I mean, I would want those guys like Jeremy Grant out there, Scoot out there, etc. Because if not, it'll look like their last 5 games, which they're the 30th offensive rated team. I do think they'll be fine playing with pace. So pace should be there for this game. I'm not into betting Pacers unders. That's just me. But if these guys are all out, I could understand how maybe some people can get there. Pacers, let me just double check. I'm pretty sure every game, no, my mistake. The last 2 have went under. So 6 out of 8 home games have went over. Um, for the side, you guys should know there's no way in hell I'm laying with the Pacers. And it doesn't even matter who plays for the Blazers. There's no lineup the Blazers can put out there to make me lay 10 points with the Pacers. If you cannot get stops, if I can't trust you to get any stops, how can I expect you to win by big margin? That's what I always say. And the Pacers, let's just look at them lately. They gave up, I mean, only 110 to New Orleans, but New Orleans covered. We were on New Orleans in that game. They held Washington to 103. Previous 3 games, Milwaukee 129, Houston 130, Toronto 130. Like they can give it up. And that was also a very shorthanded Pelicans team too. So that covered. I think the Blazers will be the play here, getting the double digits. Pacers is just I've already told you I'm not laying with a team like that. So let's see what you guys think in the chat. What up, AOD? Carry on likes the under. Dyson Daniels over his PRA. Um, and Mather, and he giving you all the player props. Carry on. You would like the splash sports thing that I talk about all the time. I'll talk about it again at the end of the show, but you would definitely be one of the guys to like that. Mark A says, curious your thoughts on the total here. I gave them. I think you put that before I said it. Dia, you already know. Pacers laying 10. Hell no. He says, couldn't be me. Shit, the Couture says with it. He likes Portland plus the points. Chris Warren says, careful with props because motivation, effort, key players, and refs are optional. It is a weird day in the NBA. M. Scissor says, Mark Davis is the ref. He's 1-13 for the home team ATS. Says to take Portland. Man, some Portland love in here. A lot of Portland love. I don't think I saw anybody say the Pacers yet. More props for my guy, Carry On. Appreciate you, Carry On. He says, download this, can use your promo code. Hey, I'm gonna shout it out again at the end of the show, but I set up a contest. Um, a tiers contest for the NBA Cup games on Friday. So I think it'll be pretty fun. I'll talk about it more later. And I'm gonna be able to play too, I believe, because I'll be in Cali. So it will be fun. All right, this is where I'm getting scared. Everybody likes. You guys know how I feel about those dogs that the entire world likes. Not that I don't think anybody here is good cappers. It's just public dogs. They do not make it to the window a whole lot of the time. Casey says, "You bet the Pacers start your holiday drinking early." I haven't seen one person on them, but still, it's a one-way ticket. It's Blazers a pass. I'll leave it as a pass for now, I guess. Next, we will go to Rockets and 76ers. This one opened up Rockets -6. They're a 5-point favorite currently. Total open 212.5, and it's up to 218.5. As far as injuries are concerned, for Houston, Steven Adams looks like he's game time decision. For Philly, Embiid out, Paul George out, Kyle Lowry out, and Caleb Martin looks like he's questionable for tonight. For these Rockets, it's the second of a back-to-back for them. They played an overtime game versus Minnesota yesterday. It's starting to pile up for them here. Let me just look at this schedule because, like I said, my what I usually have my app to help me keep these games is just I can't get it to work today. So I'm looking at it here. They played back. This is the second of a back-to-back here. They had 2 days off before that, but they played a back-to-back then too. And then right before that, they were coming off 3 games in 4 nights. So 3 games in 4 nights, back to back. I mean, that's what 7 games in 11 days. That's a lot of basketball that the Rockets have been playing, and coming off of an overtime game. For the Sixers, they've had 2 days off prior to this game, so big rest advantage for them. And it doesn't look like they've been playing back to backs at all. I don't even see one in the recent schedule going back to November 10th. So huge rest advantage for the Sixers in this game. When I look at how they've been playing lately, both offenses haven't been the best last 5 games. I haven't rated both bottom 10. Rockets, they've been the number one defense. And it's been showing. Let me just scroll down here because I know they've held their opponents under the team total. They're 15-2-1 as far as holding their opponents under the team total. This Rockets team is serious business. Sixers defense though has been solid. They're rated 13th last 5. So it's hard for me to bet against the Rockets, but if I was going to bet against them, it would have to be on the road. On the road, they are 3-3. At home, pretty damn dominant. On the road, they can be beat. For the Sixers, I'm gonna tell you, I like that it's no Embiid. I like that it's no Paul George. Those are guys who I don't think are making the team better right now. I think personally, Sixers are done for real. They need to just go ahead and the process is done. Go ahead and do what you got to do. Move who you have to move, and rock with the 2 young guys, um, Mister McCain and Maxey. Those guys, I like what I've seen on the court from those guys. That's what I'll say. So I think we'll get a good game from them. I know the Rockets won last night. I still think Fred Van Vliet can get a tough whistle with what he pulled recently. Coming off that overtime game, this is a Sixers spot. Can we trust them enough to bet them? Because there's been a lot of Sixer spots and they haven't shown up. It's the only way I'm betting, and I do have it on my short list. Um, and you guys should all know why I'm hesitating, but it's either Sixers or you got to bet the props for McCain or Maxey. Those are the only ways I'm looking to play this game. So let's see if the chat can maybe talk me into some props, or if you guys are seeing it the same way as I am. Carry on doesn't think the Sixers offense is going to do too much tonight. Yeah, Star Child, we got it, man. Had to fight for it. That second half was beautiful with some bricks though. But good work, Star Child. We did cash that under. Top MF in here says Maxey's gonna get 25 plus. He has been, ramping up those minutes too. He should get back to scoring that, especially without Embiid and Paul George over there. I can see it. Carry on likes Drummond over 17.5 points, rebounds, and assists. That sounds like a solid prop. Sounds like a solid prop. Yeah, they're the Wizards, and the Wizards. Everybody beats the Wizards by 11. There we go. Carry on likes McCain over 22.5 points and assists. He's adding his assist on there. Can't talk you off. I like McCain too. I'll put him on my short list too. I was just looking at props. I mean at points, but Carry on likes his assist as well. I don't want to mess this up. Let's see. Billy, 87. Rocket starters played a lot of minutes yesterday. Skee, do you think they'll get rested today? That is always a possibility. 100% always a possibility. And when you're on a back-to-back after overtime game, 100% guys could sit. KC is liking McCain today. Chris Warren says Sixers are trash and team chemistry is bad. I think the guys with the bad vibes right now are not playing. That's what I'm thinking. I agree in general, but that's how I'm feeling. Mark A says Houston's first half. Casey says another Sixer spot. Poor shot. Says I'm gonna end up at the bar tonight if I bet this Sixers game, huh? It's the only way I can look at it. Tomorrow is dropping a query. Let me see. Let me see what we're talking about here. I'll type it in. We'll take a look. Better be good tomorrow. Now you drop some good ones. So let me just see. So it's an overtime game. They won as a road dog and are unrested. Right. Pretty simple. And I have an idea. It's gonna say fade this team. I had queries too. I think they were kind of similar to this. And they were all saying to fade the Rockets in this spot. But like we talked about, there's been spots where I'll put it in my bad. I put it in NFL. I gotta go to NBA. There have been spots for the Sixers, and they have not been able to take advantage. So just because it's a spot doesn't mean they will win, but it should be an advantageous situation. Win as a road dog and rest equals 0. We have 40 at 77 and 3 ATS. That says to fade the Rockets and back the Sixers. Also 41-79 straight up. And I think I saw in the chat tomorrow said you can add road favorite to it too. So let's see what it looks like when we do. And road favorite gets even better. 5-15 against the spread. It says to fade those Rockets tonight. Also 13-7 to the over for what it's worth. Curious. Let's just add an opponent's rest. It's greater than 1. Well rested team. It's only been one game, but that unrested team did cover. So interesting. It's what we've been talking about. It's the spot that we're looking at, and it makes sense to me 100%. Chris Warren says Houston's a young, hungry team. Meanwhile, Philadelphia is a bunch of overpaid, non-committed players. Those players are not playing today. I get it. Everyone says They won't trust the Sixers. Carry on says, if you bet him, I will too. Eddie Cash says, maybe if they're getting plus 15. Um, oh my God. Oh my God. All right. Let's tomorrow knows, man. You know. So no one likes the Sixers, huh? Nobody wants to get involved with the Sixers. This might be the time. This might be the time where we go to the window. One last thing I want to peek at before. Man, those Sixers look kind of good right now. Can't lie. Can't lie. But let's keep going down the list, man. I do have them on my short list. Got the Sixers right there. So we'll think about it a little bit more later. Next game up, it's a game that I don't really love, don't have too much on, but Magic are double digit favorite versus the Bulls. Total is 224 and a half. Injury report, Bankero out, Gary Harris out. Lonzo could be out there on the court today, along with Jalen Smith. No Sonogo, no Patrick Williams. This Bulls team, another one of those teams. I mean, this is opposite styles, right? You have a Magic team who doesn't really play too fast. They play a hell of a lot of defense. That's how they're going to win their games, right? By defending, especially without Palo out there. Looking at their last 5 games, they are top 10 defensive rated team, like we thought. And the Bulls, and they're dead last in pace. So this is really just, opposite styles. For the Bulls, they play up tempo, don't play any defense, and they can score. They can absolutely score. So which style will win in this one? Who will be able to control the pace? Um, I would like to think it's the home team. I usually think it's the home team or the better team. You do have the Bulls on a back to back here. Bulls on a back to back. Meanwhile, the Magic are a little bit rested. So at home, the more rested team, they should be able to play a little bit better defense and slow the Bulls down. And that's probably, that's what we're looking at with the total. Kind of low for a Bulls total. But this is tough. I don't really want to lay double digits with Orlando. They are 2-0 as a double digit favorite. Bulls are 0-1 as a double digit dog. But it's just like when I look at like no Bankero, it's just hard for me to my fingers to push confirm. It is what it is. Magic at home though, they've covered 6 out of 7 games. They got to put the number high. Um, and Bulls at a rest disadvantage this year, having covered 1 game, 0-3 ATS. So I guess I'll lean Magic. And this is not one that I think I'll be playing though. Let's take a quick look at the chat. See what you guys think. Carry on likes Vooch over 2.5 assists. He can get that for sure. He can definitely get that with the little handoffs. Absolutely. He says with Lonzo back, he likes Giddy under 12.5 rebounds and assists. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how many minutes Lonzo gets, but I understand that thought process for sure. And he likes France tonight on his PRA. Chris Warren is feeling that Franz look. Mark says Orlando at home, money, and Carry On likes the Bulls team total under. I guess that could be a way to play it, right? We just bet on Orlando's defense. Derek says Magic revenge game. They lost to the Bulls 102-99. And says Magic smash teams at home, getting healthy. He likes the Magic tonight. Yeah, it is a one way bet for me. It'll be Magic or nothing. But I'm just not sure I can push that button. So we'll keep going to the next game. Appreciate you, Mickey. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Um, we'll keep it going to the next game. That is, damn, I gotta make sure. My bad, you guys. Okay, I'm good. I'll put that over there. Make sure I can see it. Next game we have Clippers and Wizards. Opened up Clippers minus 10.5. Hasn't really moved. The total went up from 221.5 to 223. For the Clippers, Norman Powell looks like he could be in the lineup today. Kobe Brown is game time. Mo Bamba's game time. No Kawhi, no PJ. For the Wizards, could have Jordan Poole out there. He's questionable for today. Um, this is another one that's just not one of my favorite games. But the Wizards, I mean, we all know how terrible they've been. I forget how many games they've lost in a row. They lose every single night by double digits. I mean, it makes sense why the Clippers are 10.5 point favorites here, just off the strength of that. Um, Wizards last 5 games, the second worst offense and the second worst defense, and the third. I mean, and dead last in offensive rebounding. I mean, what are they even doing good? Clippers, meanwhile, the second best defense. I would. It's a one-way ticket, man. Till the Wizards show me some kind of life. I don't even feel like they're trying to win games, really. Like it's Clippers or nothing in this spot. It's that simple. Let's see what the chat thinks. I don't think we have to waste too much time on this game. Carry on likes over 8.5 assists for Harden. And he says Poole might not play. He's looking at Wizards team total under. Um Bilal over 2.5 assists. Tomorrow says, let's skip this. We don't need to hear no more slander on the Wizards. Yeah, I think we did enough talking about that game. Um, I'm gonna be honest with you, you guys. I don't really personally want to talk about all these games. Like, there's a few here and there that are pretty appealing. Some of them I'm just like, So I might start skipping with all these games today. I will be on again with Babano, Dutch, and Wham Bam to go through the card again. Um, so yeah, I might start skipping. If there's games you want to hear about out of the ones we haven't talked about, put them down there in the chat. So next is supposed to be Heat and Hornets. Um, I guess this one we can take a quick look at. Heat 4 point favorite right now. Total hasn't really moved. Drew Smith game time decision. Kevin Love out. You have Lamelo game time, but probable. No Miles Bridges, Jeffries, Trey Mann, Nick Richards, or Mark Williams. I mean, Lamelo. First thing that comes to my mind is Lamelo's been balling. The Heat did play last night, right? That's the other side of. Let me just verify here. Yeah, they played. They played Milwaukee, so they tried to come back and win. They couldn't get the job done. Um, Meanwhile, Hornets didn't play yesterday, so they have the rest advantage. And at the house, um, it's hard for me. It's hard for me to go against the rest advantage. You guys know rest advantage at home, catching points. Um, if the Heat had won, let me just go back here. If the Heat had won, might feel better going to Charlotte right now. But I think they still could be hungry in this game. If you like the Heat, first half is the way to go. Obviously, the longer the game goes on, is going to benefit Charlotte with the rest advantage. The Heat are 9-5 ATS in the first half. Hornets are 8-9, so that could absolutely be a way to go. For myself, this might be a game I have to play live. And if the Heat are winning in that first half, maybe I could make a slight wager for the Hornets second half, but not one I feel very strong about. So let me see what you guys said and see which ones we're skipping here or what you guys think here too. Tomorrow I want to hear about Knicks and Mavs. Wesley says Pelicans. Really? The Pelicans? 2 people for the Pelicans. All right. 3 people for the Pelicans. All right. Carry on says Heat first half. All right. AJ reminding everybody to hit the like button. Definitely does help out the show. And M Scissor says Bill Kennedy flexing in this one, 94 home ATS. Brent Barnaky is the ref for 9 ATS home ref. This game will be in. Yeah, he's not liking it. All right. So let's go to those games you guys want to talk about. What are the next two on the list? So after that, I guess I'll get to skipping some of these games. Knicks and Mavericks. Um, this opened up Knicks minus 3.5, and it looks like 4. Total is 233.5. Kolick, my guy from Marquette, looks like he's a game time decision today for New York. Achua and Mitchell Robinson are out. For Dallas, you have Quinn Grimes, Lively, Clay, all questionable. No Luca, no Exum. First thing that comes to my mind here, because this was not a game that was on my immediate radar or on my short list. Um, First thing that comes to mind for me here is I feel like the Mavericks have been playing a lot of basketball, but maybe I'm mistaken. Let's see. It is their third game in 4 nights, at least. So that must be what I'm thinking of here. Um, Last 5 game stats, Mavericks have been top 10 offense, top 10 defense, top 10 rebounding. Mavericks have been looking all right. Um, as far as numbers are concerned. For the Knicks, they continue to be the same team. They can score, but not the best at getting stops. Bottom 10 defensive rated team, number 1 offensive rated team. I think in this game, um, I think it'll be played with a little bit more pace. We know the Mavericks have been playing faster without Luca. They are the home team. Like I said earlier, I think the home team, maybe even the better team, controls the pace in the Mavericks. And if we can't trust the Knicks to defend, Mavericks should have their points. And I think even though Mavericks defense has been playing well lately, Knicks will find a way to put the ball in the basket. So I'm leaning towards over. Is my first look here. Let me just glance at this. Knicks scored 145 last game versus those Nuggets. Nuggets did look disinterested. Before that, they lost. That was off of a loss to Utah, 106, but they scored 138 before that, 134. More than capable, more than capable of scoring and putting up this number we're looking at today. Looking at Dallas games, 129 to 119 versus Atlanta, 118 to 123 versus Miami, 123 to 120 versus Denver. I mean, every game is touching 240. This seems like an over. This seems like Knicks, Mavs over 233 and a half. Write that on my short list. I mean, you'd have to talk me off of that. That it makes too much sense for me in this game. Um, yeah, let's go. Let's go to the comment section. Let's see what you guys think about that. Carry on says Kyrie at the crib over 28 and a half points. I do know for a while I didn't look at his last 2 games. I should have. But rebounds and assists for Kyrie when Luca has been out was good going back to last season. Doobie says, why are the Knicks only 4-point favorites? Because the Mavericks, I mean, they're at home for one, and they're still good. They still got a lot of talent over there. Still hell of a lot of talent. Chris Warren likes the Mavs. Derek says over 233 and a half. Knicks 5-3 to the over as road favorites. Dallas 7-0 to the under as an underdog. Interesting. And Knicks 7-3 to the over on the road in general. I like it. I like it. I like it. Good stuff there. Carry on likes Brunson to score tonight. PJ to grab some boards and dish some assists. And Cat to score and grab some boards. Good stuff from Carry On there. Knicks starting to gel a little bit. They need to gel on the defensive end, but the offense looks good. M. Scissor likes the Mavs with the 2 home refs. And Mavs, 4-0 to the over without Luka. Those games, I mean, reaching 240. This one, I mean, it seems like that's the play. Seems like that's the play, the over in this game. So that's what I like. Um, Very, very likely. And I can get 233 actually at Caesars. So not gonna stop the show and try to make the bet right now, but I'm pretty confident that I'm gonna get to the window with that when the show's over. If it starts moving though, I'll stop this show right now and have to go get my bet in because I can't be missing out, man. Can't be missing out. All right, we wanted to hear about the Pelicans game too, right? So let's move over there. Raptors and Pelicans. This game opened up Pelicans -3. Not really a whole lot of movement. Total open 223, and it looks like 222 and a half. Let me just refresh injury report because you know these things change constantly. Bruce Brown, Grady Dick, Kelly Olynyk, Emmanuel Quickly look like they're all out for that Toronto side. For the Pelicans, I mean, a lot of guys questionable here. Or not a lot, 3 guys. Murphy, Ingram, and Hawkins all questionable. They'll be without Zion, Herb Jones, and Alvarado. Let me get over here and try to do this the manual way. My bad, you guys. If you didn't hear me earlier, my app is not working correctly. That usually helps me with capping these games while I'm doing it. So just bear with me while I pull some of this stuff up. So both teams equally rested. Looks like before their last game, they had 2 or 3 days off. They had 2 days off before their last game for the Pelicans, and they had a day off before this game. So very well rested for the Pelicans. Meanwhile, it's the third game in 4 nights for the Raptors. Grady Dick, he was playing well. They should have missed him out of that lineup. The Pelicans' last 5 game stats say they've been bottom 5 offense and defense. They said that the Raptors' offense has been top 10 though. And damn, my bad. Give me 1 second, you guys. 1 second. How can I do this? I got people. I gotta do some work on my house. I gotta let them in really quick. That's my bad. But just give me like literally 20 seconds. How do I? Let me just take myself off really quick. My bad, you guys. All right. All right. We good to go. My fault on that. So back where I left off. I really think. I mean, I said this before the last game. The Pelicans did look like they were getting healthier. I mean, we do have CJ McCollum out there. They're getting DeJounte Murray back out there tonight. Ingram, I think he should play. Murphy should play. Um, I'm expecting all these guys to be in. And if they are, and as rested as they are, you know, we haven't even seen this team really healthy like this. I know they'll still miss Zion, but being at the house, I mean, Raptors are 4-14 straight up. They're 0-10 straight up as a road dog. Why can't the Pelicans win tonight? The healthy Pelicans. Why can't they come out there, feel good about themselves at the house, and beat up on an injured, lesser than Raptors team? I think the Pelicans are to play tonight. Pelicans -3. That seems like the correct side to me. Let me go to the chat. Oh, also, I was looking at Ingram, his PRA, but the more I thought about it, I was thinking about it because he averages 34, but you getting all these guys back in the lineup is just gonna make it a little bit too iffy for me. So I don't know. We'll see what Carry On has to say, and you guys in the chat have to say about that. So let's see. Trey Murphy, Carry On says 14.5 points. Derek says Nola 8-1 ATS first half at home. Really? Did I overlook that? Did I overlook that? You are absolutely right. They're usually catching points, but they are. You're absolutely right. Pelicans first half at home straight up though. 7-0-2. First half could be a look too. I'll mark that down. Appreciate you shouting that out. This could be a smash spot for the Pels. This could be a chance for them to really go out there and look good and feel good about themselves. Um, appreciate you shouting that out, Derek. Carry On says DeJounte Murray over 5.5 assists and Jakob Pertl over 26.5 PRA. Tomorrow likes the Raptors catching a lot of points. Can't trust them only catching 3. That's what I'm saying here. That's how I feel. GLB Bet says take the under in this game. So does Carry On. Why do we like the under? Why do we like the under? I think we're getting a lot of offense back for the Pelicans. I think the Raptors don't play the most defense and they would like to play fast. I don't know. Maybe I might disagree with the total. I'm not betting the over. Yeah, okay. Carry On says he means the over, but GLB bets. I don't know that I agree with the under. Wesley says Pels getting healthy. If Murray's in, love Pels. He was a difference maker. This team is needed. He's in. He's listed as in. What up, Ronell? Hope all is well with you, bro. Good to see you in here. Top 20 Louisiana. Looking towards tonight. He says, "Stay away from this game. The goal is to make money, not lose." I think this is a game where we can make money. Absolutely think this is a game where we can make money. Joe the Gambler says Pels first half has been money this year too. Wonder though if I should stay away with the potential guys being rusty. I mean, who would be rusty? Just DeJounte Murray? I think they could survive that. I mean, talked about KD and whatever being rusty yesterday. Suns won that first quarter. Suns won that first half. Right? Suns won the game easy. Oh, this is very DGen. It's downright dirty right here, Mark. But I can't say I hate it. I can't say it all. No, I can't say it all. Um, okay, we on the same page with that, with the Ingram PRA. Maurice Walker says Scotty Barnes over 6.5 rebounds. GLB Bet says purely a system play on road dogs who got smoked in their previous matchup. I think that's what he's saying. 7-0 to the under this season. In case he says we don't got to worry about Murray being rusty. He's only passing and playing defense tonight. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. I got them on my short list now. Probably get to the window with that later on as well. Um, let's see. Like I said, all these games aren't good. Pistons and Grizzlies. Sorry guys, I'm rolling right past that. Kings and T Wolves. I'll just say real quick. Real quick. I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time on this game. Open Minnesota -5.5. Now we're looking at 3.5s. Total has dropped from 223.5 to 218. Um, Joe Ingles out for Minnesota. No DeRozan, no Carter, no Lyles for Sacramento. Sacramento is a team that needs to be healthy. That's the first thing I'll say. I think they are in an advantageous spot tonight, um, simply because the Wolves played that overtime game versus the Rockets yesterday, and the Kings are rested. But this Kings team is another one of those teams that you haven't been able to trust in the spots where they're supposed to show up. So I think it's a King spot. Can I trust them with my money in this game? I can't say I do. I still think that Minnesota, for as bad and mediocre, whatever as they've been, the bad spot that they're in, they still be hungry to try to get back to 500 at the house. So um, that's my thoughts on this game. That's just what I wanted to say. If that will help anybody, maybe it didn't. Appreciate you, Link. Happy holidays to you as well, bro. Always good to see you in here. All right, next we're gonna go. Oh boy, 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 boy. I don't want to talk too much about this game, but I'll mention it. Lakers and Spurs. Lakers opened as a 1.5 point favorite. They're a 2 point favorite now. Total drop from 227.5 to 226.5. And Keldon Johnson, Devin Vassell look like they're both probable for tonight. Everybody plays versus the Lakers. It's amazing. They just get so healthy when the Lakers pop up. Jackson Hayes did get hurt yesterday. I'm not sure that he'll be out there. Vanderbilt is out. Christian Wood is out. And the Lakers, they look damn right pathetic, man. I forget the word I was saying yesterday. No, they're a disgrace. They were looking disgraceful on defense, energy wise, body language, everything. Just disgrace. That's how I feel about the Lakers. And if I feel like that, there's no way I can tell anybody go put their hard earned money on them. Not playing any defense, just shooting anything on offense. Spurs have been playing defense lately. Sixth best defensive rated team. And I think Wemby should have a big game. Chris Paul, we know he's gonna do what he gotta do to make sure they're straight on offense. It is the Spurs though on a back to back. Both teams on a back to back. So I guess not much to worry about there. I'll just say it's no way in hell I would bet the Lakers. Absolutely not. They're gonna have to show me that they even are gonna try to win a basketball game. Try to play for 48 minutes. So that's my thoughts on the game. A lot of comments for this one, maybe. Let's see what you guys think. Yeah, Mark, both these teams ass right now. I think the Lakers are more ass. He says, "Go Spurs, go Spurs, go." Carrying on like Sabonis over 5.5 assists and AD over 37.5 points and rebounds. Tomorrow likes the Spurs. Can't talk you off, bro. Casey says y'all hit the like button. Let's get it to 100. Might get some gifts. Appreciate you, Casey. It definitely helps out the show if you guys hit the like button for me. M. Scissor says we got Ed Malloy refing tonight. He's 11-2 against the spread for the home team. He's looking at the Spurs. Yeah, you know, Casey, disgrace. Yeah, tomorrow says they disgraced his wallet. That was pathetic what I saw from them the past 2 games. Mark says Chris wouldn't even talk. Man. Oh man. Let me see. He said Chris wouldn't even talk about this game. That's what he's saying. Yeah, I thought he was cutting up. All right, I get what you're saying, Mark. Let's keep going down the list. A lot of games, man. God damn, a lot of games. Let's see. Nuggets and Jazz. I'll give quick thoughts about this too, I guess. Nuggets opened 8.5. They're now 9.5-point favorites, and the total has dropped from 235.5 to 229.5. Peyton Watson is game time. No Aaron Gordon. Jordan Clarkson is game time. Popowski's game time. Laurie Markkinen is also game time. Nuggets, they look pathetic after their Super Bowl versus the Lakers. You know, they beat the Lakers. That's all they cared about. They went out there and got smoked. Coach Malone, he said he caught out the starters saying, you know, he was saying, yeah, Russ is playing with energy and talking and stuff. He said we need that from the starters, the guys who's been here. What he said, what we saw from the pretty much what I said. What he saw from the starters was pathetic. So I think they'll respond here. Beat up on a little bit of a less than Utah team. I would probably go first quarter though, since he called the starters out. That's who I would expect to respond and throw the first punch. So lean Nuggets first quarter. Don't know that I'll get there, but that's the way I'm looking at it. Joey said, when we get to the last game, don't forget that the Warriors will be mainly focused on the second half, Skee. If you know, you know, man. And I don't even think the guy's in here today. I don't think he's in here today. But if you know, you know. Funny stuff that goes on. Everybody knows everything until they're wrong. um, Mark got Denver -7.5. Nice work getting the best of the number. Carry on thinks he'll be a player prop, so he's only going with Michael Porter Jr. over 2.5 threes. No, I don't like LaMelo Ball under his points. He's been playing well. All right. Moving on down the list. Top 20 Louisiana says Jazz are 3-0 as home dogs. That's it. Let me see. Let me just, not that I don't believe you, but they should be, whenever they're at home, they should be dogs. Really? They only played 3? That's just kind of blowing my mind right there. Let me see. Maybe they won their last 3. Yeah, they won their last. No. Yeah, they must have won their last 3 because I have the Jazz as 3 and 4. ATS as home dogs. So they started off 0-4 and won their last 3. If that's what you're saying, that is something to look at there. Casey says Nuggets might beat the brakes off of them. Oh, he says last 7 days. All right. And Derek likes Braun over 16.5 points plus assists. Keep going down the list. Nets and Phoenix Suns. Opened up Suns -7. They're now 8.5 or 9-point favorite, depending where you shop. Total open 220.5. It looks like 219. As far as injuries, Bill looks like he's game time. For the Nets, Dorian Finney-Smith is questionable. Bogdanovich, Claxton, Clowney, Sharp, and Cam Thomas all out for this game. My first thought was to try to back the Nets, really just because of the rest advantage. And I felt like they had been feel like they've been continue to be scrappy. But the Suns, I don't think that rest advantage matters too much. They have what 5 days off before that last game. They're not tired. And the last game wasn't even taxing. They beat the brakes off the Lakers. So I don't think they're tired. I think they're a team that's hungry to continue to win because they were losing games while KD was hurt. They were at the house. I couldn't get there with the Nets. The more I thought about it, Suns probably do get the job done by double digits. So that was my thought process on this game. Don't think I'll play it, but that's how I feel. I did think about I did think about Booker under 28 and a half points. That's hit 8 of his last 11. He's averaging 24 on the season. But maybe that's because teams are able to focus more on him without KD and those guys. At first, I was thinking KD and those guys back would take some points away from him just because they're scoring. But there'll be less focus on him, too. He'll get easier shots. So I'm unsure what to think about that one. But Dooley Suns. Oh, all right. Says check Booker on back to backs. He always under points. I already was looking at Booker under. So let's go ahead and type this in now. Let me see what I can get here. Devin Booker on back to back. He's played 3 back to back so far this year. 17 points, 18 points, 21 points. And under 28 and a half looks kind of good. It looks really good. If anybody can't talk me off, that's gonna probably have to be an addition right there. It was already on my short list before the show started. All right, so I appreciate you letting me know to check that back to back record. Carry on likes KD over 23 points. He said last night he a net for life. So you know what that means. Mark says no Claxton, no Nets. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not backing the Nets. It was just my first thought. My first thought is I don't always get to the window with my first thought. M Scissor says John Goble 10-3, JB DeRosa 9-4, both home ATS. He likes the Suns easy. Says KD quotes are very positive for this game. Yeah, I can see a Suns smash spot. Absolutely can see it. Tyus Jones over 5.5 assists makes sense. Carrion says now you can take Book under for sure because he wasn't even scoring for real before they got hurt. And he played it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Tomorrow, yes, I did use Stat Muse for that. What's good, Nucky? He says no one wants the Nets. Hey, you missed earlier, Nucky. It was what was it? Everybody likes the. I was trying to get there with the Blazers. Everybody likes the Blazers. Not that, it's not some good cappers in here. God damn, when everybody likes that dog. Oof. But what up, my guy, Nucky? You already know. Last game, we finally made it. Feel like I've been talking forever. Damn, I might have missed. Got some other stuff going on here. Last game up, Thunder and Warriors opened up as a pick 'em. Thunder are the 2.5 point favorites. Total came down from 231.5 to 229.5. As far as injuries are concerned, Curry and Kaminga both questionable. For OKC, Caruso, Jane, Holmgren, Jalen Williams, all out. Um, this one is tough side wise. I want to know what we're gonna, what's up with Steph. That's really what I want to know too. Um, Thunder, they both have 1 day rest, but the Thunder had a big break before that. So Thunder are really, really rested for this game. Both teams, top 5 defensive rated teams. The Warriors offense, though, 25th the last 5 games. Don't like to see that. Well, I think this one is very tough. If I have to pick it, um, let me just check one more thing here. Yeah, they did play. I remember them playing, and Warriors won the first one. So Steph may be a little banged up. We're not sure. Thunder have been resting a lot lately. I would maybe try to find reasons to back the Thunder to get some revenge. And the reasons would be they've been a little bit of the better rebounding team. They've been the better offensive team lately. Neck and neck defensively, third and fourth. Um, just the rest. So lean Thunder here for me. But what I did get to the window with, bet Hardenstein over 9.5 rebounds. He's had 10 plus rebounds in the 2 games he's played, and they still don't have, the other bigs out there. They're gonna need him to be grabbing those boards. And he's the guy I trust, even if he has to do switching, etc., to get back and get on the board. So Hardenstein over 9.5 rebounds. I like it and I bet it. Let's see what you guys think about this game. Last game on the slate. Top 20 Louisiana says get back spot for OKC Thunder plus the points. Yeah, Nucky. OG show will be going today. So I'll catch you over there. Carry on says SGA under 28.5 points also. Star Child likes the Warriors in the over. Casey says Stephen banged up. He just tired. What he tired for? Carry on likes Buddy tonight. This total, I do think they'll play fast. I don't have a strong feel. I don't want to tell you guys and talk you one way. Mark reminded me to grab this. Appreciate that, Mark. Just glancing at my eye screen and try to find it. Yeah, it could be moving. I'm getting there. I'm getting there, Mark. AC likes Wiggins points. Carry on says he took PRA and he likes the over in this game. Stop geoengineering, Sharon. I think this is a player prop parlay he has there. So that is the entire card. Let me just glance here. I see injury report stuff happening, so I just want to glance and make sure stuff is not changing too crazy, where I might miss one of my bets. And I think we'll be okay. A lot of this stuff is Laker news I'm getting right now. All right. Let me see. Casey was talking about that like button. Were people hitting the like button? I can't see it right here, but let me log on my other screen and then I can check. If we have enough likes in here, may give away some memberships or something like that, Let me see. If you heard me, oh no, it's not even 100. Not even 100, Casey. No way. No way. I'm trying to, give for Thanksgiving, but can't even get a like. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. Maybe I'll check it again. How about that? I'll check it again before the show ends. We'll see if we can give away some memberships. But that is the end of the NBA. Couple things before we get to best bets. First, let me see if I can do this. Want to remind everybody, all of my work you can find at wagertalk.com. And let me see. Can I do like this here? There we go. So hopefully this works. No, that's not what I wanted to do. That is not what I wanted to do. I'll get better at this one day. There we go. So yeah, they put the 7-day pass to $69 if you would like to be involved with everything that I do over at Wagertalk. Like I said, I've won 8 of my last 9 in the NBA. I did lose yesterday in college. I'm 8-6 overall. College football, I think I'm 41 and 30, something like that. I am up in college football. And NFL, if you're looking for NFL, you'll be getting mostly props. I won 6 out of 9 props. That's the market I'm having the most success with. I may have one side, but that's just what you can expect from me if you're looking for my work at Wagertalk. And the link is in the description to the video. So after that, we're gonna go with, and this is what I was talking about earlier. So let me just make sure I can do this here. We're gonna move it on over to Splash Sports, and this site is really cool for a few different reasons. But if you want to use it, new Splash players, you deposit 100, you get $50 back. Use promo code, or you play $100, you get $50 back. Use promo code Profit. This site is good for a couple reasons. One, they have the quick picks, which is pretty much just putting like player props together, and you compete in contests versus other people. You're not competing versus a book. And one of the cool things about it is you can win money without even getting all the picks right. So if you have a four pick, if you win 3 out of 4, you can still get paid. if the other people win less than you. And if you tie, then maybe you guys will split it, you know. And you can win up to 12 times your money on a 4 pick. You're getting paid more than other sites as well for that. So I think that's really cool. Other than that, I'm going to be doing a tiers contest. A tiers contest is pretty much, and I'm gonna do it for the NBA Cup games from now on, and we'll start on Friday. So I have it set up. There's a link to the contest in the description here as well. Um, the description to this video, and what it is pretty much is we'll have 4 tiers of players: the superstar players, another all-star player, a role player, and then maybe like a under the radar player, and we'll put them in, and it's pretty much like a um daily fantasy contest for that one day for the NBA Cup day. And winner, let me just make sure I say this because it was pretty cool. So winner, first place, I want to get it correct. First place, if we fill it up, it's $25 to play in the contest. First place will get 1,237. Second, 450. Third, 281. Fourth, 168. Fifth, 112 and 50 cents. So it's a good way to enjoy the games. If you have some strong looks, strong players you like to make money off of it. And again, this is not sports betting. You're just playing contests. And last but not least, I'll shout this out too, is for all different sports, you can even enter Weekly Survivor for NFL. I know it's coming towards the end, but you can still get in on that. And they're working on something like that for NBA. So if you don't have an account, um, use this promo code PROFIT, the link in the description to the video, and also join that tier contest. I think you guys will enjoy it, especially if you're a player prop lover like my guy Carry On in the chat. So, Splash Sports play of the day. We're gonna go with we're gonna put together a 2 pick for you guys. How about that? I can't play it because I'm in Las Vegas right now, but I'm going back home. I'm gonna be playing some and putting some out for you guys. Today, Splash Sports plays of the day. We'll go Isaiah Hartenstein over 9.5 rebounds, and we'll go Devin Booker under 28.5 points. That's what we'll do there. So I guess that is a little bit of best bets also with the promo. I'm gonna give you guys another best bet. Thanksgiving, right? Let me just get the banner on the screen. At least do something right. So best bet for the show. I'm gonna rock with one of them that we talked out. The one that my guy is telling me to hurry up and put it in. So you guys know if you've been around, I don't believe in giving out picks that I haven't made. So bear with me for 1 second while I log in and place this bet, and I'll share one more with you. You should know already if you've been watching the show. You should absolutely know already what I'm about to go bet. So just boom, we'll go to that Knicks and Mavericks game. Totals. And there we go. So let me make sure. Boom. And we'll go. Damn, come on. There we go. Place. We are locked in. So the best bet for the show, we're going over 233 Knicks and Mavericks. And appreciate all you guys for rocking with me. Let's check it. Oh, my bad. I said I would check that. I'll check the likes, right? Let's see if you guys were hitting the like button. If I can give out even some more, a little something today. So let me refresh over here. You guys got to 110. So let me see what I can do. See what I can do here. Members. I can get 5 right now. So here they come. Let's see who gets them. Link was gifted a membership. Stop Geoengineering was gifted a membership. Crystal Craig, Whack Prescott, I remember that name, and David Skojek. All 5 were gifted a membership. And I will post an updated link to the Discord there, and I will share. I'll share today. I'll share my plays with my members as well. So appreciate you guys for rocking with me. A lot of great cappers in the chat, a lot of great people. I'll be back in about a little bit over an hour with Wham, Babano, and Dutch. We'll talk these games out a little bit more, see if we can find some more picks. Until then, best of luck. Peace.